4. That's the size of my family. One mom, one dad, one sister, and me. From the moment I was born, my older sister has always been there. When we were little, we were the cutest partners in crime. But as we grew older, we began to drift. It's sad, but true. Hello, my name is Kiyoko Day, and I'm here to pose the question, if only we appreciated our siblings more. When I was little, my dad always said that the one thing a human could never beat is time. As a daughter of 2 US diplomats, I struggle with living in the moment. Being uprooted every 3 to 4 years, I've come to learn that nothing is constant. Well, not nothing per se. My family has always been a strong pillar in my life. In particular, my sister. Everyone knows that sibling relationships are tricky. From learning how to share to stealing their clothes, every sibling relationship evolves over time. Dr. Megan Gilligan says that sibling bonds are often the longest lasting relationships people experience. In the case of my relationship, one of the first memories I have with her is our constant aggressive fighting. We weren't close, to say the least. From ages 7 to 11, we were at constant war with one another, battle lines drawn with no white flag in sight. I think we can guess who won. We were complete opposites in every way, especially socially. I always say that my social life peaked at age 7. I was a mini Regina George. The Journal of Family Psychology says that frequent conflict between siblings can influence outside relationships, which can foster negative behaviors and antisocial tendencies. I'm a clear example that I was probably a mean person due to my sister. Yes, of course I'll blame it on her. It's just what us younger siblings do. I have a lot of regret not appreciating my sister. Sure, we were blood related, but we weren't sisters. We were just side characters to one another. Dr. Carl Phillimer estimates that 20 to 30% of siblings maintain a relationship that is polite but distant, with little to no contact. However, typically, this relationship usually happens after both siblings leave their home. I do not want this type of relationship with my sister. Both of my parents have sisters. Each of them are 2 years apart from one another. Both of my parents are the older sibling in the relationship. But the similarities stop there. The book Adult Sibling Relationships highlights a study that reveals that 64% of adults view their sibling as a close friend, while 8% report never being close. While my dad's sibling relationship falls into the close friend category, my mom's falls into the second. My mom and her sister were pitted against each other at a young age and came out on the other side rarely speaking to one another. I can count the number of times they call each other in a year on one hand. In contrast, my dad and his sister, my aunt, were forced to find support in one another when dealing with their parents. Even in their adult lives, they call each other at least once a month and are able to pick up the conversation right where they left off. I've always wanted a sibling relationship like my dad's. For the better part of my life, I believed that my sister and I would grow closer over time, that we would someday decide to have a deeper relationship, a relationship without fighting. I will not settle for a distant relationship with my sister. Our move to Singapore pushed us closer together than ever. For once, we were both in a place where we needed to seek comfort and reliance from each other. Slowly but surely, our relationship started to change. We started to be there for one another. I was able to rely on her if I was having a bad day, and in her words, she relies on me for her amusement. She became one of the people who just gets me. I can tell from my experience that sibling relationships are an important source of love and emotional support. While we will always have varying interests and tastes, we can always bond over shared experiences. Dr. Karina Tucker says that shared time together can strengthen a sibling's bond. My older sister is currently in her first year of college, adulting all alone. Our relationship isn't the same with 12,000 kilometers between us. It's definitely easier to ignore her calls now, which I'll admit is a great way of annoying her. But despite the distance, I've come to appreciate the moments we still share. I send her lots of videos and voice recordings, and when she visits, I truly cherish the time we spend together. Spending time with my sister always brings me comfort. It's no surprise that the Harvard study of adult development found that siblings with healthier relationships have less anxiety, loneliness, and depression. While our relationship will always change, she is literally the only person who understands the quirkiness of my parents and the pressures of being the State Department kid. In my experience, there are 3 steps to go from coexisting with your sibling to truly connecting. 1. Connect more. Spend more time with your sibling, not just on holidays, but one-on-one. Shared activities and common ground are a great start to forming a deeper bond. If you're far apart like me, have clear and honest lines of communication. Set up a monthly call or a weekly vlog to check in on one another. This is an easy way to show your support. 2. Have grace. Sibling relationships are always evolving, and individuals are always growing. Your sibling today is probably not the sibling you knew from childhood. You might not be best friends, but maintaining a good-natured relationship, especially in moments where you need support, can be extremely valuable. 3. Take initiative. Growing closer or repairing a relationship often requires one person to take the lead, especially if the other isn't interested in putting in the effort. Nedra Tawwab says that if you are the one who wants to repair the relationship, you may need to put in more of the effort. Being consistent with your effort can encourage your sibling to reciprocate and further develop this relationship. Sometimes, even with our best efforts, sibling relationships do not meet our desired expectations. Remember, it's okay if the connection is limited. Just ask yourself, what kind of sibling do I want to be? Set up realistic expectations of what your sibling is comfortable with. The key is to focus on what can realistically work rather than fixating on what you wish could happen. Remember, sibling relationships are never perfect. I might not have been close to my sibling 5 years ago, but I am now. If only I had been there for her more. If only I had made more memories with her. Would we be closer than we are now? Dr. Karen Gale Lewis says that it's never too late to strengthen your sibling bond. She further says that reconnecting with your sibling can take patience. Even if your first attempt doesn't work, it's okay. You can always try again. Take it from me, we're best friends, and it only took 17 years. So, to conclude, I ask you this. Are you coexisting with your sibling, or are you truly connecting? Thank you.